Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas. So if you guys are new here, my name is Bianca. You guys should totally subscribe and stick around. I just took an Orange Theory class. Now I'm back home. And yeah, still not feeling the best, but I had to take an Orange Theory class because it's 12 days of fitness and today was my 7th day, so I had to get the socks. So here they are. It was like this thing that they did, and you want Orange Theory socks. And honestly, I needed them because sometimes they have spirit days and stuff, and then I can wear Orange Theory socks to their spirit days. So I was committed to get those socks. So anyways, I'm about to go upstairs and eat. Tomorrow's Colin's birthday, so I have some things to do to like get ready for that. And then just like a bunch of content because tomorrow I'm like basically taking the day to like, you know, do things for his birthday. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get as much stuff done so I'm not stressed out tomorrow about having to get like a lot of things done for like work and stuff. So yeah, kind of just like gonna have an early weekend, but we're gonna go inside because I need food. I am currently got ready for the day. I'm meeting my mom to get our nails done. Since we're going to Minnesota and like tomorrow's Colin's birthday and stuff, my nails kind of look really bad. Plus I want to get a new nail color. So I put on my story which nail polish that you guys thought I should get. And it was between two colors. Oh, my voice. Sorry, kind of sick. It was between two different colors. And the one that I ended up choosing was number 151. And so on like the nail that it like here, okay, this is what it ended up looking like. It was the one on the bottom, and then so that's like the one I went with, and then she put it on my nails, and this is what it looks like. Like it doesn't look like what that thing said it looked like at all, like not anything at all. But I'm also the type of person, first of all, I'm kind of in a hurry, so I just didn't really have time for her to sit there and redo it. And I felt bad too because I picked like that's the same one I picked. Like it looks like that in the little gel thing. I feel like this is just like a straight girl like thing that happens to us, but it's like you pick a color and you think that's the color you're getting, and then they put it on your nails and it looks nothing like that. But I'm so like just not into having them like have to change my nail color or making them feel bad because like the way that my nails look really good. It's just like the color, but I don't want to be like, I don't like it, please change it, because I'm just not that kind of person. I'd rather just like not like the color for a little bit. Sorry about my voice, damn. And then just deal with it and like get used to it. But yeah, so it just looks like this, and it looks just like a really natural French manicure, and honestly it's pretty. And my mom was there too, and she really convinced me that it was pretty, that she really liked it and that it was really natural, and so I went with it. Worst case scenario, next time I go back in like a couple weeks, I'll just change it. But yeah, this is what we're rolling with for the meantime, is this like natural French looking manicure. I'm interested to see what Colin says about it because I don't know what he'll say about it. I mean, I kind of like it. It's like, it's natural looking. It's just hard, like you can't really see a color. You know what I mean? It has got to have happened to everybody though, because this has happened to me before for sure. And I don't know why. I guess I just stopped getting my Vampires buff, or wanted to stop getting my Vampires buff, because it's more of like a summery color, and I wanted something for fall and winter. So I wanted to go with like that like light gray looking color. It was like white gray, or at least that's what I thought it looked like. And so yeah, this is what we have. Comment down below if you like it or not, or if I should just go change my nail color. Okay, Colin's first look.
I like them.
You do?
Yeah.
You can barely tell that they're painted.
I know.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's like clear.
Okay guys, so it's actually the next day. It's Colin's birthday today, and you guys are watching this on his birthday. So everyone comment and tell him happy birthday because we love him. Okay, so also look, next day, see, here's my nails. Like they don't even look painted, so we're definitely gonna go for another color next time. But like I said, we were gonna do the Q&A, and you guys actually asked us really good questions. We're gonna start off with my bestie gal Haven Hooks questions because hers are at the top. She said favorite throwback song and why. If I'm thinking
It
back.
Ends Tonight by All American Rejects.
Okay, my favorite throwback song, if we're like talking about like a throwback song, is probably Mr. Brightside.
I think that's a really good one too.
But for me and Haven, my favorite throwback song, since she asked the question, for me and Haven is probably Thanks for the Memories, because the night she graduated, we were just jamming to that song.
Yeah.
And then also probably Click by Kanye West. Because we used to like that song a lot.
Oh my god.
Oh, and the song, like that's like bring 'em out, bring 'em out. We used to like that song too. Okay, anyways. Next question she asked was not to have eyebrows for a month or not to be able to shave your body hair for 3 months. I'd rather not have eyebrows for a month and just draw them on my face.
I'd rather not have eyebrows.
Well, you don't really...
I just would want to shave my face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Haven said, how much do you miss me? Way too much. Way too much, Have. She asked, does Collin shave his toe hair?
No. What the heck?
Okay. Okay, she also asked, if you're going to get a snack at a gas station before a car trip, what would you get?
Oh, dude. I always get a lot of things. I get like beef jerky and pretzels, and then normally also a candy.
I always get peanut M&Ms.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll get dill pickle chips.
Ugh.
Sometimes I'll get munchies. Sometimes I'll get jalapeno Cheetos. It really just depends on like what I'm feeling. I like to diversify. Swedish fish, I'll get a lot too.
I'm sticking with peanut M&Ms. Next, there's like a bunch of people who just like, I think they have auto comments on your question things. It's really annoying. See, like, look.
What the?
Yeah. Okay. Samantha Rogers asked, when did you know Collin was the one?
Oh.
I know, this is a question for me.
You're in the hot seat.
I think it was... Honestly, I think it was, when we were still in college, and Collin... Well, honestly, it was before we even left for school. For some reason, it was one of the first couple of times that we were hanging out and stuff, where I just knew. Like, I just knew. I even told my mom, I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna marry him. I was like, I'm done. This is it. I found him. But I think it had to have been before you asked me out. I know it was before you asked me out.
I don't know.
I just knew. It just was like this feeling. And also, I knew because Collin, like we didn't play any games. Like, I wasn't waiting for him to respond. Like, it wasn't the, like, oh, I can't text back. Like, I have to wait too. Like, that crap, you know?
Yeah.
It was just, like, we were just both answering each other. We both respected each other so much. We both wanted to be around each other all the time. We both, like, were cracking up. We had so much in common. And I think that we say this sometimes, but Collin and I were kind of... Oh, that fan in the background's bugging me. Karen, scooch this way. Collin and I were kind of, like, raised the same way. Where, like, even now living together, it's, like, not that much different, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm describing that well. But anyways, yeah, I definitely knew Collin was the one before he asked me out. It was like when we were still dating. I just knew it. I just had
to backtrack your answer there, didn't you? You're like, oh, since
well,
when we were back at school.
No, but hold on,
this,
sorry. But
before.
you confirmed for me when we were back at school when I got sick and you drove, like, randomly and surprised me that one weekend when I was sick. That's, like, when I for sure knew. Because you just, like, cared. That's, like, confirmed that, like, you know what I mean? Did you ever go through a time in college where you felt very lost? And if so, how did you deal with it?
Felt very lost, like, as a person? Or, like, you mean, like, are we talking about relationship or person?
No, like, as a person.
I feel like everyone goes through that.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's very normal.
I feel like you're not being honest if you say no to that.
Yeah.
I feel like every single person at some point goes through a spot in college where they hit a rough point where they're kind of knowing what the world actually is like versus what they were exposed to growing up, where we both had really good childhoods and, like, families that were raising us, so we came from, like, very good privileged backgrounds, and going into college and then learning what the world's actually like which isn't what you're like taught to believe growing up. So I feel like everyone has a moment where
I
it's
think
like
it's like a moment of realization.
it's like you hit the wall and
You're
you're
like,
like, oh shit,
oh,
this is what the world actually is
cool.
like. It's not peaches
Wait,
and
can you hand me
cream.
that?
What, this?
Yeah, I'm noticing I forgot to put on lipstick. And
Yeah, I think everyone goes through that, and it's just like, it's learning how to properly move forward after that and not let it drag you down.
I think the best thing you can do is work on bettering yourself every single day.
That's
and the
what
more
we
you
do.
continue to work on yourself and to make sure you're improving, like all the positive things will come to you naturally. So if you feel lost, don't like drown in your
If you feel lost, don't drown in all the things that are going wrong around you.
and that are negative.
Yeah, start bringing in all these things that are going to help you. So start researching like how to improve on the situation you're currently in, and like what things you should be doing in the situation to help you get out of it. You
and
know
also,
what I mean?
like with that, you might not be in a fitness journey, or you might, but like working out and doing positive things for your like mental health and eating healthy and all that stuff is just going to help you even more. You know what I mean?
And if you're lost, a good thing to think about is, what are you doing with your life right now that is going to help you actually get to where you want to be like later on. So like right now, the actions you're taking while you're in college, are they putting you back, or are they taking you in a better direction toward like becoming a more positive, better version of yourself?
Sure.
So like that's a good thing to think about too.
All right, next question. I'm excited to answer this one. It is from Ashley Elizabeth 98, and she said, what would your alternate dream job be, no matter how unrealistic it is?
Alternate dream job?
Yeah, I know what mine is.
I know what yours is.
What is mine?
Yours is like either something with fashion, or it's doing like HGTV thing.
My dream job would be to have my own HGTV show. Okay. Because, oh my god, I would thrive. Or if I could help celebrities, like, interior decorate their, like, little apartments in New York and LA and stuff like that, I would love that.
I feel like my alternate dream job would either be an NFL football player or a rapper. I feel like those are the only two things.
A rapper? What?
But like, I wouldn't want to live the lifestyle that a rapper lives, but I would say NFL football player probably.
For those of you who don't know, Collin was really, really good at football in high school and life.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Had a little knee injury.
It's okay. No, I just took the path through life and led me to be an artist, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah.
I think it's more like realistic for who I am.
We might not have dated if you played football in college.
You probably wouldn't have. So.
Yeah. Just saying. How is our relationship now versus when we first started dating?
A lot more clear.
I was gonna say that. We communicate well.
I think like, even though we started off trying to communicate really well, there was still barriers that we had to like get past when it came to like actually being honest with what's going on in certain situations, rather than just hiding how you're truly feeling to not make the other person feel bad, or hiding how you're truly feeling because you don't want to have a discussion that might lead to an argument. And now we are just so much more concrete and just flat out open with what's going on, even if it takes asking like 10 times for like 30 minutes.
Ooh, actually,
but it finally gets revealed.
I have like the biggest key of advice for someone. If you're questioning whether or not you're with the right person, you will know that you're with the right person when you have a really hard discussion about something that isn't fun to talk about, or that's something that's like emotionally like straining to talk about, and that you two are both like emotionally upset about, and you can have that conversation as an adult and then feel stronger as a couple after that conversation. That's how you know that you are with the right person. That is how I know that like I will be with Collin forever, because after every single conversation we have that's tough, or that like we get in a fight, because like that happens sometimes, and we talk it out, we are stronger as a couple after. And that's always happened. That has never not happened for us. So if you get in like arguments with your significant other and you feel like you just had like took a bullet to the heart after that, then honestly you might not be with the right person.
Yeah, I think it's all about just talking and being able to be a support even afterwards, you know.
Someone asked, the person who asked that was Allie, with a really hard last name that starts with a K. But then she also asked, how do you learn to love your body instead of consistently bringing negativity to it? I
think it's just changing your mindset.
Yeah.
Like it's not even how do you love your body, it's how do you change your mind. Because if you're like focusing negatively on your like your body specifically, that means you're probably focusing negatively about like a lot of things in life, like not just your body. Like it's all about changing your mindset to stop focusing on the negative stuff and start focusing on the positive stuff. And a great way to do that is to start changing what you take in every day.
Yeah.
So if you're around tons of people who are negative, if you're listening to sad negative music, if you're watching sad negative movies, if you're reading sad stuff, if you're all over Facebook and social media and taking in all the stuff going on with the news and shootings and all that stuff, like you're only going to be thinking negative and about like all the negative stuff going on in the world. So you got to start changing what you take in.
And also, the more positivity you take in and the more you change your mindset, you're going to notice your body changing in a positive way too. Like your body, you're only going to see the negative things if you're focused on the negatives.
The more
but if
negative,
you see the positives, you'll only
the more
see
negative you become, I think it affects your body a lot too.
Okay, she also asked, do you ever get burnt out of YouTube? You always seem so happy and put together. So first of all, I'm not always happy, okay? And just not always put together. But I would definitely say that I don't get burnt out on YouTube. Collin and I had a talk yesterday actually, and I definitely don't think in 2020 I'm gonna upload every single day, especially now with the podcast and just a couple other things that we're working on. It's just a lot of work, and I think that I'm just gonna like pull back and maybe do like 3 or 4 videos a week and just like really work on them hard and make sure they're high quality. But I wouldn't necessarily say I get burnt out, but it's just a lot of work, and sometimes I don't think that what we're doing every day is super interesting, so then I feel bad if, like, it's just a hard, like, YouTube's hard, and people don't really realize that, but it's just, like, hard, and it's a lot of work because you're, like, the creator, you're the director, you're the editor, you're the, I don't even know what else you are, but you just do it all, so it just can be, like, a lot of work sometimes. You know what I mean? Do you think I've ever gotten burnt out?
I think you ever got burnt out. You'll have days where you're just not as excited sometimes, but I mean, that's normal. It's life.
What's one thing you wish you knew at 20?
I wish I knew at 20. I guess I would say that, like, a lot of people at 20 think life's just about getting fucked up all the time. A lot of people at 20 think life is just about getting messed up whenever you have free time, and that's, like, how you be happy, when in reality it's about training yourself to, like, think happier, be around happier people, take in things that are gonna help advance you to get to your goals. And I just feel like a lot of people in their 20s have this mindset where it's like, I'm 20, so like I'm just gonna get messed up, but then in reality doing all that and then making tons of bad decisions that are gonna cause you to probably regret a bunch of stuff you do, and then you're gonna have to work through that. So it's just like, I feel like being 20, you just need to know that, like, life's not about going with the flow with the crowd and, like, doing what everyone else is doing. It's about, like, carving your own path and trying to better yourself.
Yeah. I would actually say don't do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what causes problems.
Yeah. How do you get yourself out of a funk? From forever. Aylin?
I don't know.
Sorry. I think when I get myself out, like, because I get in funks, but in order to get myself out of a funk, I just have to remind myself, like, what my goals are and what I'm working towards and what my why is, and that usually drives me because, like, I feel so strongly about my goals and my passions and things like that I want to achieve them, and that usually just puts me in a reset.
I feel pretty much the same way. I don't really have anything else to add to that one.
Do we consider ourselves Southern for living in North Carolina? From Marshall Broadfoot.
I mean, I would say so. If you actually look at history, North Carolina was, like, one of the most Confederate states in the Civil War.
But I don't
consider
consider myself Southern.
I don't even think I have
a Southern
I don't
accent.
consider, like, I consider us Southern people, but, like, we're not people that are gonna go, like, to a farm and do, like, tons of, like,
I guess so.
Country-esque stuff. Like, we're not country people.
Like, we definitely use the word y'all.
Yeah, I would just say, like, we're Southern in terms of, like, being raised and, like, going to church and, like, family-oriented, like, stuff like that, and where we are raised. But we're not Southern in the sense of living on a farm and stuff like that. Like, we're not country. Like, we were raised in a suburban area.
And also, Charlotte is, like, a very city area.
We were raised, like, 30 minutes outside of Charlotte, so it's, like...
You're, like, out of downtown Charlotte. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Says Caitlin Marie XO.
We just watched Elf, but I don't know if it's my favorite.
Mine's The Holiday.
You know, I don't know. I guess Elf, because I can't think of anything else right now. But Santa Claus 2 was, I'll say that for right now.
JX Miliana asked me how I lost weight so fast. And I'm just gonna go back into like fitness and weight loss videos and stuff like that in January. I just haven't really been the most motivated, and I've kind of been living like a lax like lifestyle with my eating lately. I still eat good like 80-20% of the time. I just haven't been like really hardcore, but usually that like resets for me again in January. But I lost weight so fast because I was so disciplined and I just didn't let anything get in my way. I was so hardcore, like I'm gonna eat healthy, I'm gonna change my lifestyle, and I want to create a habit, and like I wanted to do it so bad that I just ended up losing a ton of weight.
Consistency.
Yeah.
In one word.
Thanks.
No, you're good.
If you could shoot anything out of your finger, what would it be? From T_money with a lot of Y's.
If I could shoot anything out of my finger, like anything?
I would shoot money.
Dude, that's a good one.
Thanks.
I was gonna say like a blaster bolt from Star Wars, like be like, like straight out of my
But
finger.
who would you blast?
Or like a lightsaber, and it'd be like.
Okay, I think mine's more smart.
I mean, is what it is. I know it'd probably be like electricity or something like that. If not.
Okay, Angie G199119, excuse me, said, "Why aren't you an Orange Theory instructor anymore?" And I think it was a really good college job for me, and I really enjoyed coaching, and I really enjoyed the people, and I liked it for a college job, but it takes a lot of time, and I love my studios in Charlotte, and I just really like being a member more right now, because I want to put all my time and dedication into YouTube, and I just didn't have the best experience. Are you close with Collin's family? Says Taylor C. Jones.
Yeah.
I think so.
They fart around her, so I mean, you know it's real.
I think I am. I love being around Collin's family.
They like Bianca a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. And him and his dad and I were born on the same day. So I consider us tight.
Oh yeah.
We're actually spending Christmas with Collin's family this year. Dream place to live? Australia.
Dream place to live?
Okay, Australia outside of the United States. I would love to live in Australia. We've talked about living there for a couple months.
Yeah, I know. We think it'd be fun to live in Australia.
But also a dream place in the United States would probably be San Diego. Do you agree?
Yeah.
With both of those?
I mean, yeah, I don't know if like...
Maybe New Zealand.
I've never like seen a lot of Australia. I feel like New Zealand would be really cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places we want to visit, so it's hard to nail that down. But I feel like living in a place that's like tropical, but also has like other things to go do.
Yeah.
Would be really dope.
Best and worst things about living in Charlotte. Honestly, the worst I think right now for me is the traffic.
Best things, worst, yeah.
I think best is that they put up really good new restaurants all the time.
That's true.
And
There's
it's
always
really
like,
developed.
good food.
Yeah. Really developed.
Yeah.
Worst for me right now is traffic, and there's not enough like white buildings
Yeah.
for me to take pictures. Also, the weather is super bipolar. I can't stand the weather.
Yeah, that's all North Carolina.
Did I tell my parents, from Sarah Jane, did I tell my parents I was moving in with you, or did it take convincing? I never had to convince. I pretty much just made that decision for myself.
Yeah, I just did the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, we're 22. He's 23 now, so. What features from you and Collin would you like your baby to have? From K Newman 94. Okay, I can tell you this.
I want the girl to have Bianca's curly hair.
Oh.
Because Bianca naturally has super curly hair, and I actually am obsessed with it, and Bianca's not. I love it.
I want them to have our long legs. I want them to have Collin's butt. I want them to have our height. I want them to have we both have dark features, like dark hair, dark eyes.
Yeah.
I want them to have my school skills. And we're both athletic, like very athletic. Yeah. So I'm sure that we'll have very athletic kids, which is exciting. I hope. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure we'll have like maybe one that like
isn't
maybe, who knows. But either way, it doesn't really matter. But
Best advice to someone starting a YouTube channel by Lifestyle by, oh my gosh, Myra? Lifestyle by Myra, maybe? Is to just do it. Make a channel, make a handle for your name, and just upload a video, and then just keep doing it and keep being consistent. Just do it. Like Nike, okay? That's all I can say.
Don't let the negative people stop you.
Yeah. Not _ Rosie asked, what time of year do you want to get married? And honestly, I really don't know, but definitely not during football season. That's all. Caitlin Vaughn asked, have you ever thought about going to New York? It's a great place to visit for a foodie.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about going to New York.
We talked about
I've never
it so
been
much.
to the city, so like it'd be really cool. Cause,
we really want to go. And his brother is going to Cornell, so I feel like it'd be cool if we went and saw like a football game and then like went to the city, even though they're far away, I know.
Yeah.
But we'll be there, so. Peyton Lane Miller asked, are we still working with isagenix? And currently we're not, because we're putting more time into our own businesses, but we still take the products every single day. My mom still does, but we just decided that we wanted to give 100% into like what we personally do.
Yup.
Top 3 motivational podcasts besides our own. From
Gary V.
Sarah. Okay, Gary V. I like What We Said. I like Rise Together is a good couple podcast, and so is As For Me in My House. But She podcast and the Gold Digger podcast are my 2 for motivation. And so is Full of Joy. Full of Joy is good too. But Gary V is definitely number 1 answer. Would you ever want to move away from Charlotte, says Kyra McDonald.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. We will do that one day.
I feel like we both have the mindset where it's like, we have one life to live. Why in the world do we want to stay in one place for our entire life? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, why? We have the whole world to explore as human beings. Why would we stay in one spot? It just kind of seems dumb.
Yeah. Someone asked if we weren't doing what we're doing right now, what would we be doing? Casey Suggs asked.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Like, what would our jobs be? Like, I'd probably be doing, like, a 9-to-5 communication job.
If we weren't doing what we were doing right now, I don't know, I'd probably be like a trainer at a gym. I don't know, probably like.
Jordan Volt said, was there anything unexpected about moving in with each other, or was it everything we thought it would be?
I don't think anything was unexpected. I think it's just literally just learning like what your partner needs from you and like what you need from them, and like compromising on all that, and not just being like stuck in your own way of how you're used to being, like how you're used to living every day.
Yeah.
Being able to conform with someone else, so it's just not being stuck in your own ways and being able to be accepting of other people's ways as well.
And like I said earlier, we kind of grew up in the same way, so like it just like a lot of things that like my parents and I used to do, like his family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just like the ways we do things are kind of similar. Kaylee Henderson asked, where do you want to settle down and have kids? I honestly don't know.
I don't think we know that for sure.
Yeah.
But
maybe Nashville?
we've talked about Nashville, but we still don't know for sure.
Okay, Sarah H. Poppy asked, what pants are you wearing in the intro? And they're from Target, and they're linked in my Target favorites video. Those white pants. Kate Fit asked, do you think having a baby sister is going to give you baby fever?
I think it's definitely going to give Bianca baby fever, for being honest here.
Okay, I feel like it will, but I also feel like I know personally that 100% I don't want to have kids until we're like 28.
Yeah.
Like we have so many things that we have to do before that.
I think it would just be foolish for us to have a kid right now because we would be set back in terms of like money, but also just having to tend to the child all the time.
Yeah.
And we just aren't ready to do that yet.
No. But with that being said, since my dad's having a baby, I feel like that's going to be good, like, wake-up call for us. You know what I mean? Cause
I'm already great.
No, I'm already too.
I'm dead set on
I'm not
what
saying
I
I don't want a kid right now, but I'm saying we'll get to, like, experience it, but give it back. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also, like, now that my dad's having a baby, that makes me not want to have a baby anytime soon anyway, because, like, when we have a baby, I want it to be special all over again.
Wants a spotlight.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Amy Broderick asked, is my mom in a relationship? And the answer to that is yes, she is. His name is Scott, and he's the bomb. We love him. And also, a lot of people were asking about how my mom reacted to finding out if my dad, that my dad was having a baby. And we both told her. Yeah. And she was like, oh, good for them. Like, it was such like an really anticlimactic. Yeah, it was really simple. She was really happy for them. She really likes Tara, and she really likes Tara's kids. Like, she's happy for my dad, because they've been split up for a while now, and like all she wants is for him to be happy, and she's happy and he's happy, and I'm just excited. And they all like get along. They can all be in the same room together. Like, one day when we get married, like the baby will be there. So, you know, it's just like, it's just all a good family dynamic. And she was happy for him. What's your favorite and least favorite part of our apartment?
Favorite part is definitely the spaciousness. Like, the living area is just really open, and I like that, how it's not just like, it doesn't feel closed in. It feels like there's room, you know? Yeah. I like how spacious it is. That's my favorite. What's your favorite?
My favorite is probably, I like the layout. And I also like I like how our oven is gas range. I like our thermometer on the wall. Yeah. Or our thermostat, excuse me. I like our thermostat on the wall.
Least favorite is how easy it gets smoky.
My least favorite is just an apartment. Like, I'm very excited to have a house one day. And, like, privacy and not neighbors, like, right next to you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, an apartment is exactly what we need right now. Yeah. But I can't wait for that day when we don't need an apartment anymore and we can, like, rent a house or something.
That's true.
Last question is #1 goal for 2020.
What is the #1 goal for 2020?
Yeah, our #1 goals for 2020. My #1 goal for 2020 is to learn to be patient.
That's a good one.
I'm very impatient, like, in a bad way.
I think...
Okay, my camera cut off. Tell them your goal.
Okay, so my #1 goal for 2020 is simply to be a better version of myself. That's what we do with the podcast, so that's why I was saying, and help like the podcast like grow and blow up and like keep sharing everything on there.
Yeah, hopefully it shares to Apple. Freaking, I check all day, every day, and I don't know why. I feel the need to contact Anchor and be like,
I think consistently challenging myself.
There you go. All right, well, we are going to sign off. Yeah, it's still not on Apple. I don't know why. Peace. But, okay, you can go if you want. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Vlogmas. This was kind of a longer Q&A, but I wanted to answer all your questions. And I didn't really vlog that much yesterday because I felt sick. But I'm 3 naps in already today. Okay, and I'm feeling a little bit better. So.
She wasn't feeling good earlier.
No, thank you guys again for watching. I put makeup on and then I feel better. Thank you guys in my head. Okay, thank you guys for watching this episode of Vlogmas. Make sure you subscribe and stick around so you don't miss anything coming in 2020 because we got a lot to throw at you next year. And we will see you guys in our next video.